Hello everyone! I'm making this video so you can see what my trip to Jeju-do was like. Because I had such a long vacation, I decided I would take a small trip for 3 days, or well, 2 nights, 3 days to Jeju. The flight was only an hour and 10 minutes from Gimpo to Jeju. My plane was actually really big though. I was not ready for the size of the plane. I was in row 47 going and 52 coming back. Huge plane. As soon as I landed, it was 50 degrees, saw palm trees. I was so happy. My hotel was only like 2 miles from the airport, which was really cool. The taxi driver spoke English and it was good. I chose a traditional room for my hotel. I was very pleased with that. The floors were heated. It was so nice. From my hotel room, I could actually see the ocean, which was really, really cool. No beach access there, but I could see the ocean. That was important. After I checked into my hotel, I decided to walk around the area. I then found out that there are 2 technically downtown areas of Jeju City. There's Old Downtown and New Downtown. I didn't ever go to New Downtown. I spent about 4 hours that night walking around Old Downtown though, and I found this government building, which was the headquarters for the Joseon Dynasty in Jeju. Joseon Dynasty is the last Korean dynasty that existed because Japan came in and decided they wanted to colonize Korea quite brutally, and so they damaged a lot of buildings, this one included. So this is a recreation, but luckily some things did survive in Jeju. One of these things is this stone grandfather. He's really cute, and he is the symbol of Jeju. There are less than 40 original, or around 40 original stone grandfathers left in Korea. They are obviously remaking them, but original ones are always good. He is called in Korean Dorharubang, and it really is the trademark symbol of Jeju Island. It's so cute. Another thing that I noticed while walking around, and this will answer questions that a lot of people have about the cleanliness of Korea. People are so curious. They ask me all the time, is it dirty? Why don't you look at these trash bins? They're really indicative of how clean these people are. It's not a dirty country. I also managed to stumble upon this underground shopping mall. I didn't actually end up buying that many things in Jeju rather, because I knew exactly what I wanted, but I thought I would show you guys. My tour guide said it was several hundred meters long, and it was way bigger than any subway underground market I've ever seen. It also had a lot of entrances and exits, and they were all decorated so cutely. There's so much more color in Jeju than there is in Seoul. I decided to get dinner and wrap up my night for the next day. For my second day, I decided to go with a bus tour with Yeha buses, and I took the East tour since I was there on a Thursday. My tour guide was named Lido. He was very energetic, very personable. They picked me up at 9 a.m. and we were at our first destination by 9:30. Our first activity was horseback riding. Now, I haven't been on the back of a horse since I was about 3. It was a little bit scary, but the views were amazing. I couldn't technically take pictures with my phone, so I didn't really get videos of it, but here's my horse. After that, we went to a traditional folk village. You can see the wall of the folk village, and standing in front of them is none other than our stone grandfathers. They're there to ward off evil and bring blessings to the village. There's a video of the village from the wall of the gate, and this is a view of the gate shelter space. Every village and palace in traditional Korea has 4 entrances: north, south, east, and west, and the south is where we went in because traditionally the south is where emissaries, visitors, and important people enter. And now I have included a lovely picture of the details on this gate. This is typical style of a Korean pagoda decoration. You can see the very distinct colors and just gorgeous details. This is typical. It looks exceptional to us, but it really is quite normal for entrances into important places. Every color has a meaning and it is associated with a mythical animal. It's a little too much to talk about here, but it's very pretty, right? This is a view from inside of that gate under that awning. You can see the straw and the rocks that make up these houses. They're very sturdy, but I want to compare with a different kind of house. This is what the houses look like on the mainland. This is Jeonju Hanok village. This is typical of houses in Korea with the tiled roofs, pagodas, but in Jeju, the traditional houses look a bit different. They are made primarily with straw and volcanic rock mixed with clay. And because of the climate of Jeju, it works out, but they can't have fires inside, so they have to put their fires outside, again, using these volcanic rocks because Jeju is a dormant volcano, and they've got plenty of rocks. However, there was one building in the village that was very much Seoul-esque, very much mainland. Look at those tiled roofs. That is actually a building where visitors go. After that, we went to this old man's house. I really don't understand why, but he told us about his house, his traditional way of living, and how they make their money. He had this beautiful statue outside of his house. There's the idea of the Jeju woman being the strong one, and the Jeju woman running the island. It's a beautiful idea. Our next destination was Songsan Il-chul-bong. Before this, we had lunch, but I didn't take a picture of it, so just pretend you saw it. This is actually another volcanic formation. I told you Jeju is a volcano, so what do you expect? It's actually pretty big, pretty steep. It would have taken us about 80 minutes to climb it, but we didn't, thank goodness. Yes, Mom, I touched the ocean. Don't worry. If you look on the side of the mountain, you see these two divots. These are where the Japanese actually stored torpedoes in case they had to make a kamikaze attack against America. Luckily, they didn't from Jeju, but they're there. This is kind of the back side of the mountain. You can't see it in those first pictures, and it's around this little harbor area, which is also famous for these women that fish. I know what you're thinking. Why are they dressed like that? Well, they are women divers. These are Jeju's women divers. They go into the ocean up to 50 meters deep with no oxygen tank. They can hold their breath for up to 2 minutes, and they use those tiny masks to protect themselves. It sounds crazy, but this is a tradition. This is a very old-fashioned job in Jeju. After the mountain, we went underground, about 30 minutes away, into a lava tube. I don't really have pictures of it, and I don't really know what it was, so don't worry about it. My flight back to Seoul was the next day. Again, huge plane, crowded flight, but look at this really cool picture. If you have any questions at all about Jeju or mainland Korea or travel between Koreas, anything at all, let me know. If there's anything you want to see a video of before I leave, let me know.